Did you know that 80% of the calories you eat are dictated by your gut? That means the bacteria in your gut can make you fat or thin. If you're struggling to lose weight, it may be because you have certain gut bacteria that make you more likely to gain weight. Fortunately, there are things you can do to fix this problem. Just follow the 3 tips I'm going to share with you in this video. And, by the way, you don't want to miss the bonus tip at the end. It's a simple change that can make all the difference. So, stay tuned. The scientific term for this is called the gut microbiome. This refers to all the different types of bacteria that make their home in your digestive system. It turns out that these bacteria have an enormous impact on your health, influencing everything from your immunity, metabolism, even your mood. In fact, researchers believe that an imbalance in your gut microbiome is responsible for many chronic health conditions, including obesity. In a study of nearly 2,000 twins, researchers found that one twin was more likely to become obese if they had less bacterial diversity in their gut. Another study of 400 sets of twins found that identical twins who shared the same gut bacteria were more likely to both be overweight than twins who had different gut bacteria. Now, while this doesn't prove that the gut bacteria directly cause the weight gain, it does suggest that having certain types of gut bacteria could make you more susceptible to becoming overweight. But the good news is that unlike your DNA, you can actually change the composition of your gut microbiome. And the best part is that it's relatively easy to do with just a few simple changes. But before we get into that, I want to answer a question you might have. Probiotics are live bacteria that, when consumed in adequate amounts, can provide a health benefit to the host. We usually think of probiotics as being beneficial for our gut health, but did you know that they can also help with weight loss? One of the most popular probiotic supplements is BioTrust, which contains 10 billion colony-forming units of 4 different probiotic strains. Each strain has been clinically validated to deliver real results. For example, one strain helps reduce visceral fat, which is the dangerous fat around your organs. Another strain improves digestion so you can absorb more nutrients from the food you eat. And a third strain supports immune function so you can stay healthy while you're on a weight loss journey. And lastly, BioTrust contains a 4th strain that helps prevent fat from being stored in your body so you can keep the weight off for good. I take a few capsules of BioTrust daily, and it's definitely helped me maintain a healthy gut, which in turn has helped me maintain a healthy weight. If you want to learn more about BioTrust, click the link in the description below. Alright, now let's get back to the video. The first tip is to eat more fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that our bodies can't digest. But that doesn't mean it's not important. In fact, fiber is essential for maintaining a healthy gut microbiome. That's because it acts as food for the good bacteria in your gut. When these bacteria consume fiber, they release substances that promote gut health. One of these substances is called butyrate. Butyrate is actually a short-chain fatty acid that serves as an energy source for the cells that line your gut. It also helps to strengthen the gut barrier, which prevents harmful substances from leaking into your bloodstream. Other studies have shown that butyrate can also help reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in the gut. This is important because chronic inflammation has been linked to a number of health problems, including obesity. By increasing fiber intake, you can promote the growth of healthy gut bacteria, which in turn can help improve your overall health and reduce your risk of developing obesity. Now, the easiest way to increase your fiber intake is to simply eat more fruits and vegetables. The American Heart Association recommends that adults consume 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day. You can also get fiber from whole grains, legumes, and nuts. However, if you're not used to eating a lot of fiber, it's important to increase your intake gradually. Otherwise, you may experience some digestive discomfort. The second tip is to stop eating processed food. When we eat processed foods, our bodies have a hard time breaking them down because they lack fiber. This means that they move through our digestive system very quickly, which can cause a number of problems. First, it can lead to constipation, because there's nothing left for the bacteria in our gut to break down. Second, it can cause blood sugar spikes because the simple carbohydrates in processed foods are quickly broken down into sugar. This can lead to insulin resistance and weight gain over time. Third, processed foods often contain artificial sweeteners and other chemicals that can disrupt the balance of bacteria in our gut. For example, one study found that artificial sweeteners can alter the composition of gut microbiota and impair glucose metabolism. To avoid these problems, it's important to eat unprocessed foods as much as possible. This includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. If you're not sure where to start, try cutting out one processed food at a time. For example, start by cutting out soda and sugary drinks. Then move on to processed snacks and fast food. Over time, you'll start to feel better and have more energy. And you may even find that you lose weight without even trying. My third and final tip is to exercise regularly. Exercise isn't just good for our physical health, it's also essential for maintaining a healthy gut microbiome. In fact, regular exercise can help promote the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce substances that can help reduce inflammation in the gut and throughout the body. They also produce compounds that can help regulate the balance of gut bacteria. One study found that mice who were given antibiotics to wipe out their gut bacteria and then were allowed to recover had lower body fat percentages than mice who were not given antibiotics. The researchers believe this is because exercise helps promote the growth of healthy gut bacteria, which in turn can help reduce inflammation and improve metabolism. Another study found that people who exercised regularly had higher levels of a type of gut bacteria called firmicutes. Firmicutes are associated with a number of health benefits, including improved digestion, a stronger immune system, and reduced inflammation. To reap the benefits of exercise on your gut microbiome, aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate-intensity exercise most days of the week. This can include brisk walking, cycling, or swimming. It's also important to warm up before exercising and cool down afterwards. This will help promote blood flow to your gut and prevent injury. And now I want to give you a bonus tip, which is to reduce your intake of refined sugar. As I mentioned earlier, when we eat processed foods, our bodies have a hard time breaking them down. This means that they move through our digestive system very quickly, which can cause a number of problems. One of these problems is that it can lead to constipation because there's nothing left for the bacteria in our gut to break down. But it can also cause blood sugar spikes because the simple carbohydrates in processed foods are quickly broken down into sugar. This can lead to insulin resistance and weight gain over time. To avoid these problems, it's important to eat unprocessed foods as much as possible. This includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. If you're not sure where to start, try cutting out one processed food at a time. For example, start by cutting out soda and sugary drinks. Then move on to processed snacks and fast food. Over time, you'll start to feel better and have more energy. And you may even find that you lose weight without even trying. Alright, those are my top 3 tips for improving your gut health and balancing your gut bacteria. If you follow these tips, you'll be on your way to a healthier, happier you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'm here to help in any way I can. Thanks again for watching, and have a blessed day.